hope you're well. Another pretty nice sort of a day, or it's going to be. Just ran Brendan down to the tractor. He's about finished doing what he's doing, so he'll bring it home this morning. And we've got a bit more country here at home that we want to run the speed tiller across. So it's a block that we did before the rain, and before the 12 of the rain, and now that we had that on it, I just want to run over it again. We'll get back into rice harvest today. We won't get it finished, but we'll put a fair hole in it. Hopefully all going to plan, barring breakdowns and that sort of stuff. Just checking the ewes and lambs. I've come across the young fox down here. So foxes are about, well, where we are in Australia, if you're watching it from overseas, foxes are about our only sort of, predator, apart from, birds and that sort of stuff. But we don't have feral pigs and we don't have wild dogs, thankfully. So I went back and actually got the rifle and disposed of him. I've seen a couple out in the rice as well. So something I need to get onto is do a bit of spotlighting at night and just try and shoot a few, just to keep the pressure on them. Now I've just come down, I've just found a ewe that's got a lamb stuck in her. I just didn't have any rubber gloves with me. You sort of run rubber gloves when you're pulling lambs, otherwise it's a smell that you'll be smelling for a few days if the lamb's been dead, if the lamb is dead or has been stuck in it for a while. So I've just shot home, and I didn't have the GoPro with me either, so I thought you guys might want to see it if I can catch her. And then grab some rubber gloves. So anyway, we'll try and get her here, and we'll try and catch her and try and see if we can get it out of her. It's one of the twin bearing ewes, so if there's one, there's a good chance there'll be two. And I am seeing a lot of triplets, actually. We've got a few sets of triplets kicking around, so, and I reckon I even saw a set of quads the other day. So they got plenty on board, these ewes. So anyway, we'll try and find her. She'll be here somewhere. I won't have gone too far. And I'll try and catch her. I don't have a dog with me. I just I'll try and catch her on foot with a bit of luck. I don't know how that's going to go. Stop. Through there. Oh no. You can just see the feet are there. Oh, so we might be just in time because that lamb's still alive. So give me a minute. Got my gloves here, I'll try and get them on. Alright. Quite often what happens is the shoulders just get stuck, or elbows just get stuck, and they can't push. So you're right. That's just a case of popping the legs out. Come on, buddy. Stay there. Yeah, he's still alive. Beauty. Now the trick is to stop her. That's what we want. We can straight away, and I'll just walk away and give her space, but that lamb's still alive, so that's a win. So quite often you just get those elbows tucked in and they can't get them out. The shear, there's just not enough space. So she's quite possibly got another one, or she'll have another one on board. So, or she should have been in the twin mob here. So anyway, but rubber gloves for a win anyway. I might just give her half an hour. Just give her, lock the windows, give her half an hour and come back and check her and just make sure she's up. I sort of way she was sitting, she's not in a real good spot, but she should hopefully now be able to stand up. But I dare say she'll have another one in a minute. But anyway, we'll keep checking, see what we can find. we're having one of those days. Sort of missed a bit of footage, but anyway, you'll get to see the drone footage. So what's happened is we busted the bolts that hold the head of the knife onto the knife drive actually probably came loose, I'd say, and then it broken off, and then doing that, it's cracked the head of the knife. So we thought, quick solution, we'll go and get the stripper front that was out the other farm. So we went and got that. That was probably an hour. Got it back here, and we were just, the losses we were getting was just too much. So anyway, I got on the phone, and this front being of age, I wasn't sure whether we'd be able to get a knife head for it, but lo and behold, our local case dealer had one in stock. So another trip to Corowa, so another 45 minutes each way. Got the knife head. By the time I got back here, Tony had it pulled a bit, so we were a bit short on some knife bolts, but anyway, we've sort of got it. My pitch actually pulled the knife out of one of the other fronts we've got here, and yeah, knocked some bolts out of it. So yeah, so we are rolling again. Sorry, I'm just playing with the header here. Yeah, so we are going again, but Kev, the truckie, he just took Tony's ute home. We only sort of had about 20 tonne for him. We're sort of hoping we might have been able to get going, but what we had on the ground was horrendous, really. So, and it was sort of showing up on the yield monitor that we weren't getting as much as what we were before. So anyway, these things happen. So what we'll try and do is, it's getting pretty late, it's about 5 o'clock, it's 10 past 5 now, so we've really only got about another hour tops of daylight. So we'll try and keep this thing going and at least get him a load. Yeah, whether he just comes out in the morning and Tony takes more ute home tonight, or yeah, either or, that's not really going to matter that much. So anyway, it's just the way it rolls sometimes. So Brendan's back here. He's finished with the speed tiller for the time being, which is good. So yeah, just move on to the next job with that. We've still got a few stubbles to burn. There is a paddock I wouldn't mind doing once we get the stubble burnt off it, but we'll just see. That might be a next week job now. Brendan's heading away for the weekend. He's, I think, only here for half a day in the morning. We are going to pour some concrete in the morning for some silo pads, which I haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, one thing, moisture has come down. There's plenty of dust kicking around now, which are not plenty, but more than what we had before. I think the first load was about 19%, so yeah, getting good weight on the truck. So anyway, we'll try and get him a truckload, and yeah, that'll be, by the time it'll be about knock off time. That's about the end of another one. I'll just show you here. So what basically happened, get the light in the right spot. Those couple of bolts came out there. Just hang on, lean, stupid thing. Those couple of bolts come out, and it basically knocked the top of the head, and then it's actually cracked where the knife attaches in here. Yeah, it actually busted that off. So yeah, so it was buggered. I thought we might have battled to get one, as I said, but yeah, we should have done that to start with, and it would have saved an hour probably. Anyway, ground's really funny. I've come back into this first spade just to get finish off the box fall, and where we sort of had to leave this morning because it was too wet, we've been able to strip. So I'm hoping we can get it done tomorrow. We'll just patch out all the good what we can that'll carry us, and then come back at the end of the day. The truckie, he's obviously not being normal winter crop harvest. He's talking about he's got a job up in Queensland that they tendered for, and now they've got it, so he's sort of tied up next week, or he's got someone who wants to take loads to Melbourne. So I'm sort of conscious that I don't want to stuff him around. I was just talking to him on the phone there before, and we're sort of talking that, if we can get as much as we can tomorrow, and then it doesn't look like it's going to rain the next week, we come back and there might be a load left or something, but we'll just see. Like, it's going to be pretty good again tomorrow. We do all the dry bits, what we can get first, and then we might find that we can get in and and get the wet bits. It'd be really good to get it cleaned up tomorrow, and then we've got to change the header over, we've got to change the rotor bars and that sort of stuff. So if we did that and we still had a little bit of rice left, we could come back and harvest the rice, but I sort of want to get it switched over to corn mode. So, anywho, fun and games. Yeah. All right, thanks again for watching. We'll see you again on the next one. Ta-da.